Hello everybody. I am going to make a quick tutorial on how to make a random number in JavaScript. A lot of times to generate a computer guess or at least do something random, you're going to need a random number. So a random number is very useful for trying to make, obviously, things randomized in your code. So therefore you don't get the same results over and over again. So you don't get the same questions over again, so on and so forth. And right now I'm going to be running this through Node instead of running it through the browser. So what Node basically does, it allows JavaScript to be compiled on the command line. So I just have this console hey, and to prove that this is working, oops, sorry, hit the wrong one. What did I call this? Random. See, it just console logs hey out right there. So we are going to do that instead of just having to look at the console the whole time. So this way, it's just a little faster. So the exact same results that you're going to see here is going to be the exact same thing if you are running this to Chrome or any other type of browser. I just like doing it for the command line. It just makes things a little more streamlined. So I'm going to take out this console log because I no longer need it. So JavaScript has a built-in library called Math. Notice how it just turned into a keyword right here. So if I do var number equals math, notice as I said, it turned into a keyword. So this is a keyword in JavaScript, and it's as easy as it sounds. Math.random. So basically, this is going to generate a random number. Now, it might not be a random number that you think it's going to be. It is going to be a random number between 0 and 1. So if I do a for loop here, and I just simply do this, let's just say 20 times. Notice, I was like, wow, that's really a big chance that it was able to do the exact same thing over and over again. Yeah, I don't like to redeclare this every single time, so I'm just going to do equals 0, declare it up there, take it here. I was like, wow, a random number that's the exact same over and over again. I was like, what's the chances? Very high. As you can see, it's now generated a random decimal number between 0 and 1. So you're only going to get from 0 to 1. Never anything greater. So that is a quick thing of how to make a random number. Now obviously these decimals are not going to help you. So what you're going to need here is to get creative. So if we took, I'm going to console log this for loop, or that console log right there. So if we took number and then we multiplied it by, say we wanted a range from that. So what this is going to do is going to return a number from 0 to 10. So actually, let's go ahead and run this a bunch of times. Don't need you there anymore. I'm going to hit clear here so we can see it. So you can see that it returned a number from 0. So this is the lowest one, it looks like. And it returned up to 9. I think this one's the highest. So this is a range from 0 to 9. Obviously, these numbers are really ugly. So we want to do something else to it. And Math has another thing called .floor. So there's .floor and also, I'm guessing here. I think it's .ceiling. I'm not sure. Well, let's try it. If it breaks, then I'll look it up. And that's going to round up. Yeah. Let's see what it is here. What's Google? See, I don't know all the answers. I'm really good at Googling. So math.ceiling. Oh, is it just ceil? Okay, it's just they didn't feel like spelling it out the whole thing. And I probably spelled it wrong too. So, oh, because I didn't pass the number in there. So I'm guessing what's happening here is it's not mutating it, it's only doing it once. So we have to console log it in here. So it looks like math.random actually does not mutate the number if you just run it like that and you don't set it equal to anything. Why are you so mad? Oh, I forgot my parentheses. So there you go. So now it has Math.floor is going to round them all down. So I have from 0 to 9. It's not going to hit 10 because it's not going to go up to 10. So if I did ceiling here, it will go up to 10. But it's not going to do 1. So this is a choice on what you want to do. So if you wanted to return 0, then you won't want to do a ceiling. If you wanted to return 10, you would have to add 1, for example, here. And this list is getting really long, so I'm just going to do 10 instead of 20. Alright, that was stupid. There you go. See, now I got one from 0 to this. So if you wanted to have 0, then you wouldn't do it this way. So that's just a quick introduction on what math.random does. It generates a random number from 0 to 1, a decimal number. And then if you wanted to round it down or round it up, you want to use Math.floor or Math.ceil and then pass in the number. Now once again, I showed you that does not mutate the number, so if you wanted to mutate the number, you would have to do it something like this. And then this would actually mutate the number, the variable number. See, notice how now I didn't have to do that. Now this is kind of confusing how I wrote it like this. Now you could have totally, forgot my semicolon here, you could have totally written it like this. So you could have wrote this all on one line if you wanted to. There's no harm, no foul if you wanted to do it in pieces, if that makes more sense to you, sure. Can't type today. Math.random.floor, and then I want to times it by 10. So this is all done on one line. Other way. There you go. Sorry about that. So there you go. So this is a way that you can do it on one line if you wanted to. Once again, there's no harm, no foul doing it this way. But yeah, if you wanted to condense code, you can go ahead and write it like that. So that's a quick introduction to random numbers.